Adventure, exploration, and action are back with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Developed by Machine Games and published by Bethesda, the game takes place in 1937 and takes Indiana Jones on an exciting adventure from the Vatican to Egypt, Nepal to Tibet in search of a new mystery. The story focuses on one of the legendary archaeologist's most dangerous missions, aiming to thwart the Nazis' plans to seize a mystical power. Played in first person for the first time, the game stands out with its dynamic combat mechanics, puzzle-solving elements, and creative use of the iconic whip. The game successfully blends both cinematic narrative and a sense of exploration, offering a unique experience for those looking for a single-player adventure. The brutal reality of the Middle Ages returns with Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2. As Henry's story continues where it left off, we dive deeper into the chaotic war atmosphere of Bohemia. Advanced role-playing mechanics, detailed combat system, and realistic world design offer players an immersive single-player experience. Dialogue options, character relationships, and player choices directly affect the course of the story, adding more freedom to the game. New physics-based combat mechanics make sword fights more strategic and satisfying. The huge open world is overflowing with quests based on historical events, while every village, castle, and forest hosts a story waiting to be discovered. With its atmosphere and details prepared faithfully to medieval history, Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 is one of the strongest single-player RPGs of 2025. Stalker 2 takes you back to the forbidden zone of Chernobyl, taking survival horror and the feeling of discovery to its peak. This world, full of dangerous anomalies, mutated creatures, and unknown threats, holds a new mystery around every corner. As a stalker, players fight against enemy groups and try to survive against the destructive forces of nature while searching for valuable artifacts. The advanced visuals offered by Unreal Engine 5 make the atmosphere extremely realistic, while dynamic weather conditions and detailed location designs further strengthen the sense of discovery. The decisions made throughout the story directly affect the flow of events and offer different endings. With its deep story, impressive atmosphere, and challenging survival mechanics, Stalker 2 promises an unforgettable journey for those looking for a single-player gaming experience in 2025. The Dying Light series brought a new breath to the zombie genre with its parkour and survival mechanics. The Beast toughens this formula even more. The game's protagonist Kyle Crane returns, but this time it's very different from before. After years of experimentation, Crane is no longer just a human. He has to face the monster inside him. The new region Castor Woods offers players a completely different survival experience with its zombie-filled forest areas, abandoned villages, and deadly night creatures. Fighting against zombies is now more brutal with advanced parkour mechanics, new melee weapons, and modifiable vehicles. The nights are more dangerous than ever because new enemy types and creatures that silently await their prey have been added to the game. If you're looking for an adrenaline-filled survival challenge, Dying Light: The Beast offers an unmissable experience. The Doom series has always been known for its brutal action, but the Dark Ages changes things up completely. This time, the Doomslayer fights against demonic armies in the hell of the Middle Ages with shields and giant war machines. While modern weapons are replaced by barbaric melee weapons and destructive spells, you can crush your enemies on the battlefield using the giant Atlan Mecha. The story delves into the roots of the Doomslayer's rage, showing him as the superweapon of gods and kings. The game's atmosphere blends dark fantasy and sci-fi elements with gothic castles, hellish creatures, and stunning id Tech graphics. Brand new mechanics are added to Doom's chaotic combat system, while the slow-motion glory kill feature offers more strategic enemy clearing opportunities. If you're looking for an experience full of blood, metal, and chaos, Doom: The Dark Ages invites you to the medieval version of hell. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is set to be one of the greatest single-player experiences of 2025 as the second installment of Square Enix's legendary trilogy. Cloud and his crew leave Midgar and embark on a greater adventure with the vast exploration opportunities offered by the open world. While the story remains true to the original game, it offers a much deeper experience with new narrative techniques and character interactions. The graphics and combat mechanics make full use of the power of the PlayStation 5, turning every moment into a cinematic feast. The renewed combat system combines strategic decisions and action, making battles more fluid and exciting. Side quests, exploration elements, and surprise details in the open world keep the tempo of the game constantly dynamic. This reimagined epic takes players on a journey that is both nostalgic and brand new.
Special delivery!
Hogwarts Legacy takes players on a completely original adventure set in the late 1800s. As a 5th grade student at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, you learn spells, prepare potions, and explore a dangerous world full of dark forces. Thanks to its open-world structure, you can roam freely not only in the school, but also in the Hogsmeade Village, the Forbidden Forest, and the vast wizarding land. Combat mechanics are enriched with different spell combinations, while character development and the skill tree allow you to personalize the gameplay. The choices that affect the story determine what kind of wizard you will be, while the details of the atmosphere and the fascinating world draw you in. Bringing a new breath to the Harry Potter universe, Hogwarts Legacy is a perfect option for those looking for a single-player RPG experience. Mafia The Old Country takes players into the shadowy criminal world of Sicily in the early 1900s. A return to the series' roots, this game tells the story of a young man named Enzo Favara's rise through the ranks of the underworld. Enzo, who has struggled to survive since childhood, finds himself in the service of the Torrisi family. In this world full of street gangs, corrupt officials, and ruthless mafia bosses, survival is as difficult as gaining power. The story, set between vast countryside, narrow streets, and port cities, draws the player in with its authentic details. The cinematic atmosphere and detailed character animations offered by Unreal Engine 5 transform every scene into a gangster movie. If you're looking for deep storytelling, an atmospheric open world, and a classic crime drama, Mafia The Old Country is one of the single-player experiences of 2025 that shouldn't be missed. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, shaped by Hideo Kojima's cinematic narrative, invites players to an extraordinary world again. This time, Sam Porter Bridges embarks on a new journey not only to connect continents, but also to save the future of humanity. It is not easy to erase the traces of the past, especially in a world surrounded by seas and full of unknowns. With new faces joining Fragile and the team, you explore abandoned structures and experience how nature prevails over man. Giant storms, mysterious enemies, and environmental conditions that push the boundaries turn every moment of the journey into a struggle. With its original atmosphere and unconventional storytelling, Death Stranding 2 is a candidate to be one of the most different single-player experiences of 2025. Just following the steps will not be enough to understand what Sam is after this time. Gears of War E-Day, a return to the series' roots, takes players to the early days of the Locust invasion. We witness Marcus Fenix and Dominic Santiago struggle to survive in humanity's darkest hours. As the Locust horde surfaces on Emergence Day and begins to destroy everything, the planet Sera literally turns into a battlefield. Offering a visually impressive experience with the power of Unreal Engine 5, the game makes the intensity of the conflicts and the chaos of war feel more realistic than ever. Focusing on the younger versions of Marcus and Dom, the story allows us to discover the origins of the characters and gives us the chance to experience the most critical moments of the Gears universe firsthand. While preserving the series' classic mechanics, the gameplay has been made more fluid with new generation animations and tactical combat mechanics. If you're looking for explosive action, emotional narrative, and pure chaos, Gears of War E-Day is a candidate to be one of the most unforgettable single-player experiences of 2025. After years of anticipation, Rockstar Games is taking the open-world genre to the next level with GTA 6. Players step into this city, which is once again sparkling with neon lights and intertwined with crime, after Vice City in 2002, and the vast state of Leonida, inspired by Florida. The story focuses on Lucia and her partner's struggle to rise in the criminal world. The presence of a playable female character for the first time in the GTA series makes the narrative deeper and more immersive. The map offers the opportunity to explore different areas, such as swamps, coastal towns, and rural areas, not just urban chaos. Rockstar states that the game will have the most detailed open world and that the artificial intelligence makes the interaction much more realistic. Traffic, NPCs, and dynamic events make the city feel like a truly living world. For fans of the series, 2025 means an unforgettable return to the world of crime.